Hey, morning, everybody. People are saying, boy, I'm tired of seeing that guy up there. But this is the last time this year, I promise. So we've got a couple of important things to do this morning. If you have any questions, you can certainly ask. Some of this information you've seen already. We updated some this morning, so you can take a peek at it. Let's see, where is this? Do I have the power?
Yeah. He's clicking, and then if you point to the back, it should.
Point to that.
And click on Luke and go.
Click it, Luke. Can you change it for me? Oh, we're back on the whole thing. This is a technical glitch. Remember, our best people working on it. Well, the church looks nice this morning, doesn't it? You'll see another slide. The ladies were in here yesterday and with other helpers and did this. So we always appreciate it. It always makes me feel more like Christmas. I think as you get older, it's hard to get, for me anyway, to get going because the kids go on and you go, I got to get in the Christmas spirit here. And this helps me. There we go. Fran? Oh, I got a green light. Back to you.
Oh, I think we're on the last.
I missed the whole meeting then. Hey, there we go. Let's try that.
And try to put that there.
Hey, we have light. Because the last slide looks just like the first slide. How could we? All right. So this is what we're going to talk. It's a shorter agenda today. Got things to do. I know you do too. Calendar review, some things we have planned for the church, elder report, and then financial report. And the two elders and financial are going to be voting on a couple of things in each of those categories. So this is what I was talking about yesterday, right? Who do I see? Oh, look who's right in the front. You are. It was a good time. I missed it, but was it good? Was it fun? Yeah. How many people did you have? All them? 1, 2, can we count them in the picture? Is that your... I thought they were overflowing into different parts of it. Okay, so here's a lot of this in your bulletin too, so this is a repeat. But today is the first thing listed, and then we have Christmas for Kids this coming Saturday, Christmas program on Sunday, Christmas Eve service on the Monday, and then our chili is planned for, our chili cook-off is planned for January. So we're trying to put together, and Tom's done a great job of this too, put together a plan of involving, as we've talked before, us within the church and then people outside that we're trying to bring to the church, right? So there's going to be a stream of events, and we're having our first meeting this week on just putting together how we're going to market all of this to the community. Some of the things we're going to be doing are going to be for us and the community, and then others will be strategically sort of out there to bring people into at least into the building to help us with a few events that we're going to hold, and then hopefully by coming through, they experience what it's like to be in here. It's not such a scary place. So you can look them over. The key thing for me, of course, is the rummage sale. Not the key thing, but the rummage sale, so you can start saving your stuff, but don't bring it. So we'll give you the green light as to when you need to bring the stuff in. Last year, we had a lot of stuff for those of you that had a chance to see it, and I think we raised almost $1,000 off the thing, so it was really good. But there's some other fun stuff up there too. St. Patrick's Day, we're going to do something special for St. Patrick's, and then of course Easter in April, and you can kind of look out as the year passes, then the events sort of match up with it, and there'll be more. So if we need your help, we might ask you. Is that okay? Or if you want to help, you can let us know you want to help, and we'll certainly work you in. But here's the volunteer show I was just speaking about. A lot of us, I'm not that technical, but updating websites, media posts, you can see all the stuff that are involved in a sort of a marketing plan and a media plan to get people into the building to help us celebrate the events that we've got or participate in the events. All right. Tommy's up.
Okay, so my sole purpose to be up here today is to present the slate of candidates that have been nominated for the positions to serve our church for the year 2019. Chairman, you can see Kevin is up there, and Matt Schallhorn. It's Matt. Adult discipleships, Tom Clarkson. Youth discipleships, Jason Lodel. Properties, Dan Hill. Evangelism, Carl Schneider. And Dan and Carl are new to this, so this will their first offices here in our church, so that's exciting. I'm in the middle of my term as elder, so and then we have treasury and financial secretary folks down there that have been helping us out and doing a great job. So what I would do is look for a motion from the floor to approve this slate of candidates. Is there a second? Okay, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Okay, thank you. I think that's it. There we go.
All right, so my usual topic. Before we get into this, we're doing good. We're holding our own on the finances, so we're doing good. We're still not quite where we need to be, but we're holding our own. So let's see here if I can get this into work. Oh, it went back the wrong way. It's upside down. So here's our income through, well, it says through December 2nd, but obviously it doesn't include today, but it was last Sundays are in there. Year-to-date income is right at $98,000. Our expenses have been $110,000. So you can see the net, the 13 has come out of our savings, you know, that we had coming into the year, the first of this year. Oh, sorry. Did you get, we're good? There we go. Okay. Sorry about that. So cash reserves, we kind of give you a timeline here so you can kind of see, you've seen this before. We've added in as of today, which were the offerings in the bank as of yesterday. So you can see we've come up a little bit, right? From 4,170 to 4,504. So we're not quite back to where we were in August, but we've got a little bit of a cushion there now. Just a little, smallest ones, but makes us, you know, sleep better. And again, there's our income. That's what we're projecting for the rest of the year if we stick to what we look for. Expenses. Oh, sorry, this is 2019. So this is income we're projecting for 2019. So we're not going to hit that number this year, but we know we've had a couple of changes in membership here and there, and we're hoping with all these outreach events and all the events we're doing, we can pull some more people into the church, right? And that's good for many different reasons. So we netted this out as we talked a couple weeks ago. We're at the net here. This is there's no more to cut. This is what it takes to run our ministry here. So I think we've supplied you with copies of the 2019 budget, right? We've emailed them to you. We've had them available in the back of the church. So if there was going to be questions, we can certainly field them now, or we're just going to take a vote on passing the budget for 2019. Any other questions? Otherwise, I just need a motion to adopt the financials for 2019. Someone would like to do that. You move? Do we have a second? Okay. And all in favor? Aye. Very good. Okay. So it's going to be, we have to be very knowledgeable at where we're at. I hate to stand up here every time and talk about this because I really don't want to, but we have to. Sort of like at your house. If the finances are looking bad, you say to the missus, say to the mister, and say, hey, we got to get some stuff here. So anyway, we're past. So this is not going to be easy for us, but we're going to try and hit it. And we always try and minimize our expenses as we did in the budget. So hopefully with this, it's a bit ambitious budget for us based on what our offerings were this year, but we think we can do it with your help. Any other questions? If not, we'll adjourn and call it good, and you can carry on with Sunday, right? Pastor's got something? Oh.
Two things. First, we're going to just walk through the devotions because they're pretty cool this year. And the other thing is that we will install the 2019 Church Council on the first Sunday in January. I want to say it's the 6th. Anybody is that good? It doesn't matter. First Sunday in January, if you're in the church council, we will install you. So, guys, make it happen. The crack staff back there we go. Look at that. Yeah. C18 is the initiative. Once you get a hold of your booklet, they're going to say, we want to invite 1 million people to Christmas service this year as a church body. We have, I don't know, like 250,000 people in our church body. There's 1,200 churches, and so the average is like, I don't know, 200 people in a church. That's how they get to the math. If everyone invites 4, you get to 1 million. It's a good idea. But the strength of the program this year, to me, are these family devotions. I sent this out in, I think, a couple emails. The whole sheet would be one. I didn't want to kill a tree and then pass it out to you, especially since a lot of you would just use your tablet or phone anyway. But I just wanted to walk through one devotion. This will take all of 3 minutes, seriously. First, it's not the devotion. This is like a little gathering rite for your family every night. You bust out, the first thing you do is you bust out your Advent wreath. It doesn't have to look that fancy. I'm talking about holes in wood with a candle and staple some tree branches to it. And then light the candle each week. This is your little area to worship as a family. And it explains all that in the bulletin, and so you read that, and it's kind of small to read, but you just go through, it's back and forth, kind of what we do here at worship. And then you light the first candle. The hope candle is lit. And then there are prayers. There's a couple different ones, so I believe I even have the prayer listed. There's prayers for dinner time or bedtime. When they assume, they kind of front load and they said, when are people going to do this? Dinner time or bedtime, right? And those are 4 different ones to use. Mix it up. I like this one. I've used it for a bunch of different activities here. If people don't know the Wells Common Table Prayer, this is Psalm 146. The eyes of all look to you, O Lord. You give them the food at the proper time. You open your hand and satisfy the desire of every living thing. That's a great prayer to say with your family. It's different. It can help your kids just think about what they're doing. All right. Then you go into the Wells Online Daily Devotion. I'm sure the sound will work here in about 2 seconds. Have you ever heard that?
Welcome to Wells Daily Devotions from whataboutjesus.com.
You don't have to read anything. You can eat supper and listen to this
Jeremiah
guy
chapter
talk.
33, verse 14.
This is Dubby.
The days are coming, declares the Lord,
It's 3
when I
minutes
will
long.
fulfill the good promise I made to the people of
Every one of those is 3 minutes long. And then there's questions that go along with it. It's all timed out. And normally I'm a little, whatever I want to give you, I'm going to time it so that the devotion you get in the morning matches up with this in your booklet. Okay? This is an awesome activity for the kids, for your family, and if you're like me and your kids are scattered to the 4 winds, whenever I'm eating and whenever we're there, or Jenna, well, that's what we're going to do. So I missed 3 of them. It's okay. God gave me 5. We're going to try our best. Okay? Yeah, and then you close. You don't have to sing it. Just say it out loud, because that's what we're, if you can read that, I hope that's how we're going to end it today. Any questions on these devotions? And again, you can download them. I'm going to send it out. And this is the first one for December the 2nd, today. Tomorrow's the second one. Say this closing verse with me. Come, O long-expected Jesus, born to set your people free. From our sins and fears release us by your death on Calvary. Israel's strength and consolation, hope to all the earth impart, dear desire of every nation, joy of every longing heart. If you want to do it a cappella and sing it, you could, but I didn't want to try because I was scared. All right. There are no other announcements. God bless you as you begin your Advent preparation.